What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another video. This time it's the Newcastle versus Arsenal breakdown. We're going to look at how the game was won and lost and how Arsenal ended up coming away with the emphatic 4-0 victory over Newcastle. Before we get into the video, keep subscribing to the channel. We're on the road to 10k. Appreciate all your fantastic support. So Arsenal 4, Newcastle 0. This was a really important victory for Arsenal. It was a game we desperately needed to win. And I think we deserved the victory in the end. We started the game very slow, a little bit sloppy. I thought the passing was too slow, not progressive enough. Xhaka and Ceballos were not controlling the game enough. And, you know, in attack, we looked like we were trying hard, but nothing was really happening. In the second half, I think we wore Newcastle down, and I think the first goal was vital. Now, looking at the stats, we had 69% possession in this game. And overall, I think this was the key factor in how this game was won. Because if you look at Barcelona and Manchester City, two teams that Mikel Arteta has got his education from, they're very much possession-based teams. Now, I know from playing professional football previously that I've played against teams who are possession-based like this. And sometimes, you know, you can come in at half-time 0-0 and think, you know, they're not really doing much. But towards the end of the game, it's amazing how it wears you down and you get more tired. And then spaces start appearing, and this is when the teams start to punish you. And that's what Arsenal did. Arsenal made over 650 passes in this game. Newcastle around 250. So just under 400 more passes we made than Newcastle. And I think this is the key factor to where this game was won and lost. Ceballos was the key to that second half. He was pulling the strings. If you look at Ceballos, how progressive he was with his passing, all his passing was, he was looking to go forward. It wasn't sideways. He was trying to hurt the opposition. You know, he played a great ball into Hector Bellerin in the second half where he just floated it over their left back. Brilliant. And he's going to be vital, I think, for Arsenal towards the end of this season. I think Arteta recognised at home against Newcastle, no disrespect, we don't need to play Xhaka and Torreira, two more defensive-minded midfielders. And Ceballos was able to get the ball, give it to Mesut Ozil the way that Santi Cazorla used to, get the ball to him quickly. And that's when Ozil can do his damage. And I think that's why Ozil was so effective, especially in the second half. Pepe, you know, sent maximum on the left-hand side for Newcastle. He caused Bellerin a lot of problems, but he didn't really want to track back. And that allowed Pepe to isolate Danny Rose. Now, I was still a little bit frustrated. I felt Pepe should have ran at Danny Rose a little bit more, especially in the first half. But Pepe is definitely a work in progress and he's improving. He got 2 assists in this game and a very good goal. The first assist was like a floated ball into Aubameyang. Fantastic header from Aubameyang. Dedicated that goal to his brother Willie Aubameyang. You know, he threw up the W when he scored. And, you know, Aubameyang deserves huge credit. You know, I think he should be playing centrally. But he seems to be, you know, okay with playing out on that left. He's third top goal scorer in the Premier League, got a great chance of winning the Golden Boot. And he guarantees you 20 league goals. And I've said over and over again, we have to appreciate how good Aubameyang is. He's an elite goal scorer. Just imagine if we were playing well, how many goals he would have. I've got no doubt he'd be the top goal scorer in the Premier League. And as I say, for Pepe, his goal, it's a great position to adopt when the ball is on the other wing. It's important for the winger to tuck in and get in the penalty area. And Pepe scored from a position that you would expect a striker to score from. Amazing nutmeg and assist from Saka, who for me was man of the match. I thought he was outstanding once again. And Arsenal need to get his contract situation sorted out, as well as Aubameyang's and Lacazette's. So that's where Arsenal won the game. I was delighted for Mesut Ozil to get a goal, first goal of the season. Dubravka should have saved it. It was pretty much straight at him, but who cares? And Ozil generally had a very good game. Lacazette came on and got a goal. He was desperate for one as well after this goal drought he's been on. You saw the relief in him and, you know, the rest of the team. It was great the way the team celebrated with him. They recognised how important it was, and I think Lacazette does have an important role to play in the rest of this season and moving forward, but we just need more goals from him. But he's an important player. And Nketiah for me was a little bit of a negative. I thought he was out of his depth. I can't question his work rate. He gave everything. He hit the crossbar, probably should have scored. He had another opportunity where he could have hit it on his left, but kind of hesitated, tried to get it back on his... he tried to get it on his left, sorry, after having it on his right. He worked hard, he just didn't look quite at it. Maybe in time he'll get there. Very positive. I think the substitutions made a difference for Arsenal. You know, bringing on Lacazette, Willock and Torreira, high energy, high quality players. Newcastle struggled to deal with that. And in the end, we deserved the victory and delighted to keep a clean sheet and score 4 goals. Looking at the fixtures, Arsenal's next 5 games: Everton at home, West Ham at home, Brighton away, Southampton away, and Norwich at home. Now, these are winnable games in my opinion, and Arsenal need to try and win all 5 of these. If we're going to have any chance of getting in the top 5, or the top 6, top 5 obviously if Manchester City abandon 5th place is given as a Champions League spot, then we need to win these games. We have a chance. Arteta's building. Pablo Mari coming back now. He played for the under-23s on Monday. Cedric Suarez about a week or 2 away from selection. Let's see how we can finish this season. But overall, fantastic victory against Newcastle. Let's build on it. Let me know what you think about the breakdown. Do you agree with what I've said? Tell me any other important factors that I may have missed. It was an important victory, but it'll only be important if we build on it. Keep subscribing to the channel. Smash that thumbs up button. Thanks for all your brilliant support, and I'll be back later in the week. Bless.